of Ian is a Weirdo. So yeah, as you can see by the title, I am kind of like in a weird place and have lost a lot of my Crojo or crochet mojo as the word originated. Um, so I was doing really well. I was crocheting like a project a day. I was getting stuff ready for my Pride booth, and I had a pretty, I don't know, I had like a not great moment of, I don't know how to explain it. I had someone who in my life, um, who the minute that I was out of the room, I was asking these people some business advice, and because I don't really know how to run a business, and my brain is so mushy now, that I just kind of was like, hey, just like, what are the basics? What do I need to do to make sure I recoup the cost of the booths and stuff like that? And like, how do I keep inventory all day? And like, how do I pay for all this stuff? And I wasn't asking for a handout of money. I was asking for advice. And so I guess part of the misunderstanding that came along was that I was just trying to milk these people for money. And that's not what the case was. I was literally just like, hey, savvy business people, can I pick your brain a little bit? And then I come back like 5 minutes later. I'm like looking for something, and like they're arguing. Like one person in particular, I'm trying to keep it as vague as possible, but one person in particular was basically saying that like my plan was just like stupidly horrible, and just like um, like for me, like, so first when I approached them and said, hey, I'm doing a crochet booth for Pride, both of them were like, that's awesome, that's great for you, that's really good. And then I started asking about pricing and stuff like that, and trying to keep things reasonably cost, because that's part of one of my major tenets of building my business is to make sure things are affordable and accessible. And then it became like something really weird and different. So one of the people left in the middle of like the business conversation. I was like, okay. And then when I left and came back, they were just like screaming at the other person that I was too emotional about the products I was making, and it was just like, it was a pretty big beat down emotionally. Um, and so I just kind of was like a little bit like, I don't understand why you can't just say things to my face. Like, I'm an adult, I can handle that. But like, also, it was just very discouraging because like, it went from being like, okay, we're so excited for you, we'll support you, we'll help you out, oh yeah, I'd love to give you business advice, to like, you're a fucking idiot. Like that's basically what it was. So I just like, I kind of have lost a lot of my spirit to crochet, and like kind of like my whole business model, which wasn't fully fleshed out, and I wasn't going for them to be like, hey, help me flesh out my idea, so much as I was just saying like, hey, like, what do I do about this? What do I do about this? What if I do if I go and nothing sells? And like, what do I do about that? And I just hey Roberta. And so it just was a little defeating, and I've also been in a lot of pain because my gallbladder and my lungs. So I'm trying to like, it's hard for me to like sit up and crochet, which is my primary position to crochet because everything else starts to hurt my back. But oh my gosh, that's so weird. Um, so yeah, I feel just like a little bit like, okay, well, like, like what? I just like, like the thing is, I specifically said I'm not here. I don't want a business that is solely run for profit. And I know that that is unusual. Most people, when they have a business, they want a profitable business. But for me, my goal is to at least break even and then be able to provide the goods to people who need them at the most affordable price that I can. And so it became like, how dare I be compassionate and want to help people and be accessible, and how, I was like, I crochet like with my heart. Like I crochet products. Like I'm gonna make some fun stuff. I was like, here's my goal. This is what I told one of the people. Um, I was like, my goal is to have like half of like the things like really easy and like accessible. Hi, I bring in every day. Good to see you. Miss you a lot. Happy you're here. Um, and so, um, what was I saying? So my goal is to make things. I make a lot of custom made to order things, so that's really hard to do at a festival or something like that. And then, so I want like half, like, get people in the door, and then the other half is like, get goods to people who need them. Have easy access to products that people need. Yeah. And so it was really discouraging because I was like, I'm not here to like make $1 million in this thing. I'm just in this booth. I'm just like literally trying to make an impact on my community. And like maybe because like these people are not part of the LGBTQ community, they don't understand like the specific like trials um, that like trans people go through and queer people go through. So I feel like I could just like, I don't know. I felt pretty discouraged, and I haven't crocheted since, because I just really feel kind of discouraged. Um, so I'm like even questioning like, do I get a booth now? All this stuff because like, then they're like, they settled on like, well, why don't we make him make a business plan, and we approach it like venture capitalists and see if his business plan is good enough for us to support it. And I was like, I literally just wanted your, I, I like literally just wanted to get some advice. Yeah, I'm crocheting for me, but I'm also crocheting for my community. And like, I do a lot of different crafts. So like, one of the things was like, they were just like, make 5 different things and make a bunch of them in a bunch of different colors, and then that's it. You'll sell those. And I'm like, I don't. Well, one, I don't want to depend on. Um, I don't want to like depend on like the success of like only 5 different things in my booth. And honestly, that's fucking boring to me. I don't want to make 5 different things over and over and over again. I will quit crocheting. If you know me, I like to spread out my projects and try to have some fun. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So I was just like I'm thinking the whole time, like, no, this is not gonna work. So I am thinking of reducing the amount of stuff. I think I'm gonna take some of the information and then throw out the rest that doesn't apply to me, because this isn't like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Because this isn't like a traditional business model, where I rarely make anything twice, right? I mean, like, the only thing I really make twice are my packers, so, and even then I have, like, different color options, different weights, so it does keep me interested. Oh, was I supposed to make a packer for someone? I got an order yesterday. Okay, let's see. It's probably a packer, but someone favorited the Happy Pill, so. Okay, let's see. Okay, it is a packer. It's in the color cream, 5 inches. Maybe I should make that, but who cares? I'll just keep making packers. It's not a big deal. So this packer, I'm gonna make a bunch of different like colored packers. Even my sweater, I never ever listen. Yeah, it's so boring, and especially if I'm like, I crochet for my mental health. I am disabled. It is something that I need to do to kind of keep my brain like semi-functioning, and so like they went from being happy knowing that it was like a mental health important thing to being like, you're gonna run your business into the ground because you have feelings about it. And I was like, what the fuck? Like, it was not fun. I know I'm probably complaining and just like it's pointless, but like it just really, I felt so much joy and light thinking about all the things that I could make for this Pride booth, and now I'm feeling a lot more like dread and just like nothing's gonna sell, blah blah blah. So I don't know. We'll get through it. It's fine. I mean, I'm crocheting right now. It feels good, but yeah, I just kind of like. So I don't have a lot of energy right now. I'm in a lot of pain and I'm very nauseous. If you get nausea, I know this sounds crazy, but there's these things called Preggy Pops, and they're just like little hard candies, but they are really good for nausea. Like, they're made for morning sickness, but it doesn't. It's not that the booth isn't bringing me joy. It's like the advice I get. So we'll see. If I get there, I'm not having fun. I'm just not gonna do it. But these are really good for nausea. Really, any sour or sour-ish candy does help with nausea. But I'm so nauseous. So, um, with that, I'm just gonna let you all go. I just kind of wanted to check in. I might stream later. I don't know. My sleep has been weird with all my pain. So, anywho, well, it was great to see you all. And I love you very much.